Hello, boys and girls. I'm Ashely Sellers, speech language pathologist and owner and operator of Speech Language and Beyond. I'm coming back to you today to work on part 2 of our interactive speech therapy video series where we're working on early sounds P, B, M, and N in an articulation drill. We're going to take those same sounds that you learned in the previous video and we're going to put them at the beginning of our words, okay? So stay tuned for the instructions. Again, parents, I want to just review the instructions with you. Sit with your child in front of the video at least for the first 10 to 15 minutes until they kind of get used to what's being expected of them. Explain to them to listen to the words, to pay attention to the pictures, and try to imitate the words just like the lady on their screen. Take your time and work your child's way through each sound. So there's not a pressure for them to have to go through the entire video at one time. The video is not designed for that. If they're only working on the P sound and that's where you feel like they need the most work, then allow them to only work on that section and they can just go through each section as needed until you feel like they've mastered the sound. And again, I hope that you enjoy. So let's get right into it. So on this particular section, we're going to work on the B sound at the beginning of our words. And remember, the B sound represents the letter B. So you can see all the pictures on your screen that start with the letter B. We're going to say each one of those words 3 times. I'm going to count it off using my fingers. You're not going to use yours. I'm going to use mine. And every time I hold up a finger, I'm going to say the word. You're going to stop and listen, watch my mouth, and then you're going to say the word, okay? So let's get started. Remember, we make our B sound like this, B. Let's make that sound together 5 times. B. B. Notice how I'm pressing my lips together. B. 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 Let's start with the first sound or the first picture. Ball. 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 Even though we're focusing on our B sound, you want to try and make every sound that you hear in the word. Let's start with the next one. Bat. 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 Let's keep going. Let's go to the next picture. Bed. 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 You're working hard and I know that you're doing a great job. Let's go to the next picture. Bike. 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 And then let's go to the last picture that we see. Bug. 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 Great job. Repeat this section if necessary, and we're going to go on and work on our P sound. Yay! Hello, boys and girls. I know that you did a wonderful job working on your B sound. Now we're going to go ahead and work on our P sound. So remember, our P sound is made just like the B sound, but it's softer. You're making your lips pop. All right, so let's make the P sound 5 times. P. 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 Now let's begin saying this sound in words. Are you ready? Pig. 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 Remember to try and say every sound as you hear it in the word. Let's go to the next one. Pan. 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 Very good. Let's go on to the next picture. Pop. Very good. Let's keep going. Pin, pin, pin. Great job. And we're going to go to our last picture for the P sound. Are you ready? Pot, pot, pot. Excellent job. Repeat this section if necessary, and we're going to move on to the next section where we're working on our M sound. Good job. Yay! So far, you've been doing an excellent job. So we're going to continue working on our M sound. Remember, this sound is also made by pressing our lips together the same way that we did for B and P. But this time when we make the sound, we're going to funnel that sound just a little bit through our nose because we refer to it as a bilabial sound, meaning we use both of our lips, and as a nasal sound because we make it with the sound coming through our nose. So let's practice making the M sound 5 times. Are you ready? M, 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 M. Very good job. Now let's start with our first word, which is mop. Let's say that 3 times. Mop, mop, mop. Excellent job. Let's go to the next picture. Mouse, 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 mouse. Let's start with the next one. Map, map, map. Did you notice that that word had our P sound at the end? We also had that sound at the end with the word mop. So see how we can mix all of the sounds that we're learning together in different positions within our word? Let's keep going. Let's go to the next one. Mud, mud, mud. Excellent job. And now we're coming to our last picture or word. And notice that this word has the sound that we're going to be working on next at the end of the word, which is N. All right, so here's our word. Moon, moon, moon. Excellent job. You made your way through this section and we're moving right along. Repeat this section if necessary. I'll see you in the next section where we're working on our N sound. Very good. Yay! We have come to the last section for this video. And remember, we're working on our N sound, which is what I refer to as our nose sound. This sound is different from the other 3 sounds we've done because we've pressed our lips together to make these sounds. But in this particular section of the video, when we make our N sound, we're taking the tip of our tongue, we're tapping it on the roof of our mouth, behind our teeth, and we're funneling that sound through our nose. So it looks like this. N. N. We're going to make that sound 5 times. Are you ready? N, 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 N. Great job. Let's start with our first word, which is nail, nail, nail. Great job. Let's go to our next word. Net, net, net. Very good. We're going to go to our next word, which is night, night, night. Excellent job. Here's the next one. Make sure that you're making that tongue go up. It's touching the roof of your mouth, and you're funneling the sound through your nose. If you need to watch a few more times before you're comfortable saying it, that's fine. Make sure you pay attention to what my mouth looks like and what my word sounds like, and make sure that yours sounds that way too. You ready? Nut, nut, nut. And the very last one, if you notice, this word has our P sound at the end. So let's see if we can get that out in addition to our N sound. Are you ready? Nap, nap, nap. Did you make your sound pop at the end? Well, those are all of our words. You've made it through the entire video, and I know that you've done an excellent job. And again, repeat this section if necessary. Thank you so hard for trying, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm proud of you.
Yay!